Today's horror manga dubbing narration is The Left Behind Recipe by Amagapa Shoujogun. I'd like to take this time to give a very special thanks to Sim for offering their voice. Check them out in the description below as well as pinned in the top comment. Anyways, without further ado, let's get right into this chilling tale. I hope you all enjoy. I happened to visit the town where I used to live for work. Everything looks so familiar. A deserted town, smelling of rust and dust. I'm hungry. How many years has it been since I last entered this restaurant? There are no customers. I thought there would be some customers at this time.
Welcome. Please, take any seat you like.
Oh? A grumpy man used to work here alone.
Here's the menu.
This menu seems a little different from before. Perhaps this town is also changing little by little. I'll have the garlic stir-fry set meal.
Yes. Please wait a moment.
What was that pause about? And so, a hot steamy meal arrived, nice and fresh. It has a rather unusual taste.
Let me refill your water.
Thanks. I think an elderly man used to run this place.
Yes, my father-in-law ran this place until last year. So, you've been here before.
She's quite beautiful when you look closely. I lived nearby when I was a student. It's been a while since I've been here.
Is that so? How's the food? Is it worse compared to before?
No, it's delicious in its own way.
Is that so? I'm relieved to hear that.
Her slight fatigue makes her even more alluring.
Actually, my father-in-law, who used to run this place, passed away suddenly. We took over the restaurant without any preparations, so that's why.
We? Aren't you running this place alone? In the kitchen, there's no one there.
No, yes, I'm alone.
It seems like she has some circumstances. I can't stand seeing such a beautiful woman looking sad. If she has any worries, I'll listen to her. I also had a little bit of wishful thinking. And so, the young gentleman decided to sit there and listen.
Initially, my husband and I took over the restaurant. After my father-in-law's sudden death, my husband quit his factory job, and we decided to continue running this restaurant. I decided to help out the restaurant in my spare time. My husband worked here when he was younger, so at first he seemed confident in his skills. But when he actually started cooking, it turned out he barely remembered the recipes, and could only make terrible tasting food. Naturally, customers stopped coming. For days, no one came.
I'm an idiot. Why didn't I just listen and learn how to cook from my dad?
They say my husband dreamed of taking over this restaurant since he was a child. But soon after he started working here, he had a fight with his father-in-law over something trivial and left home.
If customers don't start coming, the restaurant my father left me will go bankrupt. Because of me, this restaurant. I'm sorry, Dad.
Then, one day, "Honey, here!"
He looked over.
We found something that looked like the menu recipes among my father-in-law's belongings.
Now I can cook. This restaurant will be saved. I can't read any of this.
My father-in-law's handwriting was terrible. My husband didn't give up and tried to recreate those recipes, which looked more like doodles. Every night he stayed late in the kitchen. Honey, you shouldn't push yourself so hard.
I have to revive this restaurant. Damn it! I guess this isn't the right ingredient. Chicken wings, hand rolls. What is written here?
Honey, maybe you should stop obsessing over those recipes? Wouldn't it be better to refer to other restaurants or cookbooks?
No, this is my dad's restaurant. It has to be his cooking.
But no matter how many days passed, he couldn't recreate the dishes.
Why did my dad have such terrible handwriting? How can anyone read this scribble? It's impossible to read.
He seemed to have completely lost his mind. And then one morning, when I entered the kitchen, you stayed up all night again.
I figured it out. So that's what it was. I made it according to recipe, Dad.
He had completely lost his mind.
So, what happened to your husband?
He's in the hospital now. He spends his days looking for earthworms in the garden.
It looks like business is booming. Is that so? I'm very sorry to hear that. The woman was shocked as she realized the man had touched her hand to comfort her. But you're admirable for taking over the restaurant in such a difficult situation. That's wonderful.
Oh, it's nothing. I still have a lot to learn. I managed to decipher my father-in-law's recipe and recreate this dish, but it still feels different. If only he had written more legibly. Though my handwriting is also bad, so I can't really say anything. You ordered this dish. This part is not ni, but ji.
Ji. The paper had originally read garlic stir-fry set meal, but when swapping the ni syllable for a ji syllable, it read human meat stir-fry set meal.
This ingredient is quite difficult to obtain.
The man couldn't help but feel uneasy as sweat dripped down his cheek, and he moved his hands away from the woman. Maybe she was just joking? Even if I visit this town again, I'll avoid that restaurant. I made up my mind. Hey everyone, thank you so much for watching. I'd like to take this time to give a very special thanks to my Patreons and YouTube members. Sarah De Jesus, Motosurf, Cleo, Minue, Hago, Andre Wolf, Voodoom, Louise V, and Alex S. Thank you so much everyone, and remember, you're important and you matter. Have a great night everyone. Goodbye.